we are here for this is it. This is the final night.
Yeah. I mean, aww.
I feel kind of sad.
last time.
Oh my god, I knew
It's
there was
the
gonna be a song.
final dungeon. You're welcome.
Yep, had to happen. Here is our
Can't do it.
band of merry adventurers, stocked up with the only magic items we could buy with our limited funds. The good news is we have 3 other ultra strong people coming with us who probably won't be helpful, but that's okay.
Sure they will. On the second day, on the morning, Paige comes to your rooms and wakes you all up.
Hi, Paige!
Let me unlock the
Hello,
door.
sirs.
5 more minutes.
I've been up for hours. Are we ready?
Yep.
Ready? I'm gonna start
Everybody, come on with me. I guess you guys are gonna be leaving from the master's room. Lots of stairs. Yep. Paige brings you to Zane. Zane is not in there yet, and he says, "Sir, if you'll just wait right here. He's, I think, still sleeping. I'll go wake him up." And, he walks over to Zane's door, and he goes to reach for it, and the door opens, and he says, I am not sleeping. I'm ready. Are the 4 of you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes.
If in a few moments we will be joined by Fritzy as well as Gwendolyn, and we will open the portal, and we will be off.
Can we do a
Go.
group hug before we leave, just in case we don't come back?
He takes a step back and says, "You may hug."
No, we need you in on this, Zane.
So we have.
We give him an awkward hug where we all stop, a few inches from his body because he still has that force field thing.
And he still he knows the field is up, and he still goes.
That's right. Let it out. Let it out.
Did you one of them group hugs without me? And he just goes. Ugh. He goes, everybody in. And Fritzy actually goes around, puts his arm around his Zane's waist, and he goes, no. And then Zane gets pushed in, and you guys actually physically touch him.
Oh.
And he is unnervingly warm to the touch. Ah! Yep, the hug is going all nice and well, and then a hand cups the balls. And as soon as that happens, he gives a nice little like, no, we do not hug those. And he pushes away.
It's okay. Let it out.
He slaps.
Let it out.
He slaps Fritzy out of the way, and then as soon as he knocks him out of the way, it goes, and the bubble comes back up. I'm late. What did I miss? Are we ready?
The group hug.
Oh yeah, we need to do another one.
She
now.
looks down at Fritzy and she's like, Fritz. And he's like, hey baby, you know what? We already had our group hug. We're good. Are we all ready to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
She says,
Ready as we'll ever be.
yes, let us away. Zane
wanted to
goes up
chat.
to an area where there's a window, and he makes like weird symbols on the wall, and he does cast a little spell, and this shimmering portal, boom. And on the other side, sort of like looking into like a warped mirror, you can see on the other side there's this hill with this rock formation and a clear opening going into the rock formation. Gwendolyn goes forward to the door, and she touches the door, and she like looks all around the door, and she thinks about it for a second, and she says, hold please. Darling, could you help us? I need your hands on this side and this side, on this rune and this rune.
Okay,
you-
I'm trusting you.
Yeah, well, here. And she thinks and she flips. She says, the female warrior, if you could on the other side touch this rune and this rune here, and just hold on to those runes, and then I take, and she pulls out a dagger and she stabs it right through Fritzy. And she pulls back, and Fritz just turns and looks at her and goes, hey, Gwenny, hey. And he falls forward.
Hey, that wasn't very nice.
And she looks at the rest of you and she says, he'll be so proud of me. I've finally done it. And she takes her skin and she peels her skin off and just starts pulling all of her skin off. And the four of you instantly recognize the woman.
Calypsa.
It's Calypsa. And she says, he'll be so proud of me. And he
I
reaches
start
out.
casting a spell.
Roll for initiative.
Cat just defeated one of Calypsa, and she opened the gate for us, and we're ready to go in and face Marino, and everyone just left us.
I wish they would have cast some concentration spells on us and then just left.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I mean, I understand Tickle Fritz was dying, and I'm glad that the light got out of
could've
here.
saved him.
But Zane, come on! Alright, that's all. Also, where's the real Gwen?
You guys are ready to go.
Yeah, we opened the door.
You open the door. It looks just like this in here.
Shocker.
Really, really kind of cautiously moving in. And Marino steps out over here. He looks over at you, and he's just got this weird stare going on, like he's, I don't know, undead.
I wonder why.
And he begins to cast. And he says, "Are you ready?"
I shoot a fireball at him.
Roll for initiative. He, with his left hand, just goes, "Ah," and a small green line comes out of his finger and hits you right in the chest. Oops. That's 10. 20.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
38 plus 40 is 78 points of damage.
Half of that.
So you take 78 is 35, 30, 39 points of damage each as it disintegrates you.
Quick update on the state of the battle. There are once again skeletons.
Unfortunate.
Marino is still the most annoying creature we have ever encountered, but Cat might be hurting him a little bit with her radiant damage.
A wee bit.
And Calypsa has summoned skeletons and not done much else, so we've sort of ignored her presence.
Probably not the best idea, but yeah. That one hits.
Quick update. Herbert has fallen unconscious. We're all concerned. There are still more skeletons, but we've been mostly ignoring them in favor of fighting Marino.
Okay.
Herbert has once again turned undead.
I can never die! But you can go back to your graves!
Hey, look at these ones.
Use them
Is
up.
that 3?
Yeah. That was a lot.
Battle update. Yanis has defeated Calypsa.
Single-handedly.
At least for now, until Marino snaps his fingers and brings her back again. So there has been one casualty of this battle.
It was Rahidi again.
I mean, technically,
Yanis
yes.
is dead, and also Rahidi.
So Herbert, passed out on the ground, has the regeneration spell on him, which regenerates 1 hit point. He stands up, looks over at this Marino the Lich, casts Fireball.
Santos, if we've ever needed you before, lend me your gifts! The gifts of the cleansing fire!
And the Fireball engulfs Marino and takes him out. There's a strange...
This is so annoying because it absolutely would have... Why did you fall over?
He passed out.
Hold on. So it happens. There's a strange calm. These two guys completely disappear. Well, they crumble to the ground. Mm-hmm. And from inside this husk, a spirit comes out. And it rests above him, floating a bit, sinks down to the ground, and slowly makes its way into where this room is.
Catch it!
We gotta catch them all!
Catch it!
You chase it into that room. It's a small room. It's about 30 by 30 feet. It's basically like a small study. And this as you go lurching and trying to grab and
I mean, I
catch the
guess I could
spirit,
stop it with a force cage.
there's nothing that you can do to like grab it or save it, and you see it going up, and it's aiming for this strange looking jar that's on the table.
Can we move the jar?
No, I let it get in the jar and I'll just shut it, I guess.
I feel like that's not
The spirit goes into the jar, and it's in the jar.
Okay, I closed the jar.
It's not open or anything. It's like a sealed glass container, and it just goes through the container and stays in there. And he reaches down and he
Santos
touches you
face.
on the forehead, and you come to life and you have full hit points.
Paige.
And he says,
But how did you get
I'm-
here, Paige? I mean, thank you for saving Yanis, but
you
Wait, how did this?
you perhaps may I do have a name.
Okay.
And he prays for a second. He looks down, and there's a blinding light where he is,
And his name is
Santos.
Santos.
and the light disappears, and Santos is standing.
Yes!
Oh my lord! I never thought this day would come. I'm sorry. I tried to do you in toys.
Come, my children, come forward. I believe it is group hug time.
It's time for a Holly Jolly Santos mess.
He brings you,
time!
he brings you all in, and he hugs you all, and all of you regain all of your hit points.
Can you do anything about Gwen?
Unfortunately, Gwendolyn is no longer with us. I have accepted her into the afterlife. The queen is in a small little chamber. It's like a 5 by 10 foot little area, and she is just passed out. She's on a bed.
I'll wake her up.
She kind of comes to a little bit and
Hiya.
no, don't do it. Don't let him near me.
Marino won't get near you because that's not a worry anymore. Do you want to go back to the king?
The real question is, do you want to meet Santos?
No.
What?
The real question
I
is,
want to go home, please.
and home is the
Who-
castle with the king.
Who are you?
I'm Herbert.
we're here to help.
I'm Natalia.
You hear, ho ho, bring her out.
Come on, you gotta meet Santos. And I grab her hand and start pulling.
She goes, sort of willingly, sort of reluctantly, sort of. She doesn't know what the heck's going on.
I'll help her along.
So Santos is out here, and he walks up to her and puts his hand, his big giant. Also, by the way, Santos is about 14 feet tall. He's just massive. He's huge.
Santos, I brought her.
Ho ho, come here, young child. And he looks at her and he grabs her head. He looks at her and he says, "We have one question for you. Would you have willingly accepted an undead life with your lover?" And she looks at him and says, "That part of me is gone. I wanted nothing to do with him. I don't know what he was trying to do." And he's, "That is enough, child. Your king needs you." And you reappear in the chambers of Zane. And Zane is at his desk, like just an absolute, like, I don't know what just happened.
Zane.
Where's Tickle Fritz?
You can see that he's been crying.
Is Tickle Fritz alive? Did he make it?
It's just, they're all gone. He's gone.
Well, luckily for you, or maybe not, I don't know, but the queen isn't gone. Here she is. Hi.
I'm Herbert.
Not the time.
You did it. You've defeated him.
Yeah, Santos sort of took his soul though, so sorry about that.
Yeah.
What? Santos?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, Paige was Santos.
Praise Santos.
I don't
And
know how you
hear
feel
from
about
the doorway, "Ho ho ho, young Zane." And he walks over to Zane and he looks up. He looks up at
First, hasn't Zane seen like 4 Santoses?
He has.
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks up and he sees the pictures of Santos on the wall and he goes,
Yep, that's me. I was a goofy looking lad, wasn't I? Zane, I've had words with young Fritzy. He has decided to remain with me in the afterlife. Your tears have not gone unnoticed. Your pain, I'm sure, is great. The 3 companions of yours, young Zane, are with me. Live out your life in peace. Guide the king to do good. And soon you will also be with me. With the great Santos, not with the young, silly-looking Hank. For next Santos Mass Eve, a new Santos will be chosen. I wonder why you're looking at him. There are several great candidates and will be voted on next Santos Mass Eve. Oh, but
Santos.
you, young queen, I believe... And he turns around, and the king comes rushing in with their 3 children, and they have a big old family hug, and Santos looks at them and blesses everybody, and everybody now is blessed for the rest of the day with all sorts of bonuses and whatnot. That doesn't matter. And Zane stands up from his desk and says, I think we should leave.
But this is your room.
I think we should leave.
Okay.
And he escorts you out, and he looks up at Santos, and he says, Praise Santos.
Praise Santos.
And Santos bows, opens his arms, and then just folds in on himself. And as he disappears, poof, disappears into a cloud of snow. It's just, and like snow kind of covers the 5 of you.
And it swirls up the chimney.
And Zane escorts you down. He looks at the king and queen, and he closes the door.